In 2018, the Knotty Oak Jags defeated the 13-1 Foxwood Reds to win their first ever Timbercrest Cup. Throughout the past year, the Reds fought long and hard, losing only one game again in the entire season on the route to clinching their second consecutive President's Trophy. Today, they will be faced with one last challenge in the Knotty Oak Jags, who are fighting to defend their title and win back-to-back Timbercrest Cups. Hello and welcome to the 2019 Timbercrest Cup Final on CTV. I'm Anthony Corby, and today we have a rematch of last year's Timbercrest Cup between the Foxwood Reds and Knotty Oak Jags. The Foxwood Reds finished well this season with a 13-1 record, did not drop a single game at home. They were 7-0 at home. Meanwhile, a completely different story for the Knotty Oak Jags, who lost 3 of their first 4 games to start the season, but then they came back, winning 9 of 10 to finish, and they won the wild card game just a few days ago. When we come back, we will have ball drop from Man Cave Stadium. Stay tuned. This broadcast is brought to you by Man Cave Studios, Peace Out Broskies, by Corbination across the nation, and by the Fire Jim Curtin organization. Jim Curtin sucks and should have been fired in 2015. Welcome back to the 2019 Timbercrest Cup Final on CTV. We are moments away from puck drop now, so we will send it down to the street as we will yet again see which of these two teams is going to be the champion. Will it be the Knotty Oak Jags, who are the defending Timbercrest Cup champion, or will it be the Foxwood Reds, who are looking for redemption from last year? We'll send it down to the street now as we begin the 2019 Timbercrest Cup Final. Mike wins the draw at the middle and takes it behind his net. Tony waits patiently as Mike tries to break out. Tries from the close side, but can't get anything going there. Dumps it down the street. It will be Tony wearing red and, well, Tony and the Foxwood Reds wearing red, and the Knotty Oak Jags wearing white today. As Mike takes this one out, can't see anything going there, and takes it behind his own net again. Eerily familiar to last year, when the Knotty Oak Jags dominated possession early, and they managed to get on the board quickly. As Tony finally gets a touch on the puck for the first time today, Mike takes it right back and goes behind his own net. Not even a minute in yet. We're scoreless as that deflects off Tony's leg, and he comes down and scores on a wide open net. It looked like Mike may have tripped on something on the street. Let's see this again. It deflects off Tony's leg. Mike tries to go back to defend, and he just trips. Tony comes down, and he has a wide open net to work with. So immediately, Tony, on his second touch of the day, manages to get one in the back of the net. And now Mike trailing, looking to come back. He did not trail in the Timbercrest Cup last year, and now he has tied the game at 1 with an incredible breakaway goal. I wouldn't even call that a breakaway, but he gets ahead. And Tony with a chance to defend it. It was a weak shot. Correction, there was no shot there. He just kind of coasted that one home. Tony could not get there, and we're tied at 1. As Tony tries to get this one past Mike, he can't. Mike gets the ball back. Goes to the far side, trying to get past Tony. He's deking, but he can't get through. And we'll take it behind his net. Now gets it under Tony's stick. He comes up now, and Tony deflects it away. Tony, one-on-one, and he takes a shot, and it goes wide. Tony with an incredible opportunity there. I don't know how he missed that. He was right out front. He had beaten Mike one-on-one with the net. Nobody stopping him. Takes a shot. That may have deflected off Mike's stick, or Mike may have pushed that away from Tony. Mike has it now with just over 2 minutes to go. 2:13 remaining. As Mike takes it down, that almost gets past Tony, but Tony manages to get a stick on it and dump it back down the street. That was pretty dangerous. Tony has not had a lot of possession today. It looks like Mike is dominating again. As Mike comes down now and he can't get a shot off, Tony, unlike last year, has been playing excellent defense today. Managing to keep the ball out of his own net, albeit slightly, especially on that last play as Mike tries to take it out, but Tony gets it now, and he comes down the street, gets past Mike with a backhand, he scores, and it's 2-1 Foxwood. Tony with very limited possession gets that one to go through, and Foxwood takes the lead again. Minute 18 remaining. Mike needs to hurry up if he wants to tie it. We could see overtime if he does, as he comes back down and he gets a shot and he scores. And for the second time today, Mike has scored to equalize this game. He fakes like he's going behind the net, then comes back out, takes a shot that just gets past Tony. And after Mike got by there was nothing that Tony could have done differently. That was just an excellent offensive play from Mike. As Tony goes down the far side now with his back to Mike. Tony takes it out. He turns around, takes a shot, and he scores with 33 seconds to go. Tony has tied it Tony has taken the lead. It's 3-2. Mike could not do much there as he gets it and he tries to get through, but Tony takes it back behind his net. He'll dump it down the street. 15 seconds to go. Mike behind his net has to take this out. Tony checks his watch. 10 seconds. Mike can't get a proper stick on it. Takes it, can't get into his zone. Tony tries to flip it, but he can't. And now Tony goes towards the net. Can't get through, but that's it. Tony and the Foxwood Reds have redeemed themselves. 3-2. Foxwood, the Timbercrest Cup champions of 2019. Sensational redemption story for Tony and the Foxwood Reds. This is a team that was here last year, lost 5-1 at home. They come all the way back. They finished 13-1, undefeated at home, and now they are 8-0 at home, including this series. Incredible finish for the Foxwood Reds. Well, the Foxwood Reds were favorites to win this year. I have to admit, I did not expect them to win. I thought it would be the Knotty Oak Jags, especially with all the pressure on the Reds, but the Reds managed to pull it out. 3-2 victory, absolutely incredible. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from today. So here's the first goal. Tony defending well here. He's got his leg down, so in case to deflect the ball, which he actually does, and then when he gets this, he's got all of the street in the world to work with. Even if Mike doesn't trip there, chances are that that goes in 9 times out of 10. And now here's the final goal. Tony working along the curb. He's got his back turned to Mike, so at that stage, it's kind of hard to take the ball away because you would have to go through the person. Mike has all of this space to work with, highlighted in red. Tony decides to take it out, but he's still got his back turned, and he's got to turn around if he wants to have a good look at net. And when he does get turned around, he has all of that street to work with, plus he has the opportunity to shoot it under Mike's stick. He decides the ladder, and he wins. And that will be all for the 2019 Timbercrest Cup Final. I'm Anthony Corby, and on behalf of the entire CTV crew, we bid you adieu.